I started to have incredible pain in my stomach. And this pain lasted from mile 5 to mile 70. This is how I use Stoicism to complete the Grand Slam of ultrarunning. Now, the Grand Slam of ultrarunning is where you run 4 of the oldest 100-mile races over the course of a 14-week span during a summer. If you're able to complete all of them, then you've ran the Grand Slam of ultrarunning. 4 races that I did the Old Dominion 100 in Woodstock, Virginia, the Vermont 100 in Woodstock, Vermont, the Leadville 100, which is in Leadville, Colorado, and then the last race of the series was the Wasatch Front 100 in Salt Lake City, Utah. I focused on one of the 4 cardinal virtues of Stoicism with each of these races. The first race I tied temperance to. The second race I focused on courage. The third race I selected wisdom. In the final race I picked justice. These are the key to a good life, a life of honor, of glory, of excellence in every sense of the word. Character traits that are pleasant and desirable to their owner and makes them perform acts in which they can be proud of and they can be pleased with. Now, temperance is also known as self-control, moderation, self-discipline. Stoic temperance is the virtue of moderating one's desires and impulses, especially when it comes to pleasure, avoiding the dangers of excess in all areas of life. For the Old Dominion 100, I had a massive tire blowout on the highway at high speeds. I was able to safely get over to the side of the highway, practicing on really staying calm in this stressful situation when I'm trying to pack everything up, make sure I'm not late. It's starting to rain, and I had the opportunity to really practice temperance in just getting to the race itself. Now, during the Old Dominion 100, I also got to practice temperance in multiple ways. One of the most important being tempering my speed throughout the race. So I knew it was going to be a really hot race. During the beginning of the day, before the sun came up, I went a little bit faster than I normally would because during the day I knew it was going to start to overheat and that was going to really slow me down. Really was a good practice in that Stoic virtue of temperance. Courage can also be known as bravery, endurance, fortitude, honor, and sacrifice. Stoic courage is the ability to act with fortitude and resilience in the face of fear, misfortune, or danger. For the Vermont 100, at mile 5, I started to have incredible pain in my stomach. It was a stabbing sensation, and this pain lasted from mile 5 to mile 70. To have something that distressful come on that early, it can start to get in your head, and I kept coming back to that Stoic virtue of courage and leaning into that to help me to continue to push when things got really uncomfortable, helped me be able to finish that race and come in with a time that I was actually really happy with. The Stoic virtue of wisdom is the ability to understand what is good and bad and what is neither. It also involves knowing what to choose, what to avoid, and what is indifferent. Now, when it came to the Leadville 100, this would be my 3rd time running the race, and having that previous experience really helped me not only get through the race myself, but also help coach some of the athletes that I was coaching for the race get through it as well. With the wisdom I had on the course and the day of the race, I was able to give each of them some tips to help them get through some pretty dark times. One of them was dealing with some pretty incredible heat stress. And I knew there's a river right before the turnaround point. I told him to go soak in that, get his core temperature down. Through cooling his body down, he was able to recollect himself and get back, and both of those runners actually finished the race, which I'm super proud of those guys for doing. Justice, it's less of a noun and more of a verb. It's the act of doing the right thing. The Stoic virtue of justice is the idea that people should act in a way that is morally right and just, especially in difficult times. It's a duty to others and should guide decisions. It's about how people treat others and how they act in accordance with morality. With the final race, the Wasatch 100, some opportunities definitely came up for me to not only practice justice, but also allowing myself to receive it. As the darkness started to take over the night, I came up on a runner and his pacer, and there was only one headlight. I have the ability to give this guy one of my lights because I also had a backup headlamp in my bag as well as some extra batteries. So for me, in that moment, doing the right thing was making sure that I offered that up. If I can help somebody along on their journey and make sure that they finish and be a part of that, like I would love to do that. And it allowed him to get through the race and finish the race. So I mentioned that I was also able to practice receiving justice. That's one thing I'm challenged with as well, allowing people to help me. When my buddy Brad offered to help pace me in the last 30 miles when I was really, really struggling, I took that offer. Brad's just one of those stand-up guys. He's gonna be there for you whenever you need him. Being able to receive the justice that you practice and doing the right thing and helping me out, I can't thank you enough. The virtues are interrelated and inseparable, yet each is distinct from the others. Doing the right thing almost always takes courage, just as moderation is impossible without the wisdom to know what's worth choosing. What good is courage if not applied to justice? What good is wisdom if it doesn't make us more modest? Virtue is something we do. It's something we choose. Despite all of the struggles and challenges that I went through in each of these races, I'm really happy that the universe gave me the opportunity to face each of them. It allowed me to dive a little bit deeper into my understanding of the 4 Stoic virtues and how I'm able to practice them in my day-to-day life. On top of that, I'm also really proud with how I performed in each of the races. I'm extremely proud of ending up coming in 3rd overall in the Grand Slam of ultrarunning. Running these 4 races, competing in the Grand Slam, and really diving into these 4 Stoic virtues, I'm really pleased with the person that I've grown to be, and I really look forward to continue to practice utilizing these 4 Stoic virtues in my life going forward.